right now Mike's working on rebuilding the short block for the 1 series. So we're going to go over that. He's going to be cleaning everything up, getting everything pressure washed, tore it apart. I don't believe he's messing with the main bearings. He's going to throw some rod bearings in it and do cam bearings and start slamming it together. So we're going to head over there now and see what he's doing.
We're back in the shop today. Lens is dirty. We got the 6.0 motor that we're going to put in the 1 series we showed you in the last video. This is a Gen 3 6.0. This was a 2006 motor that I got from a friend of my dad's. Came out of a 2006 Chevy 2500. It was a landscaping truck and it got in a wreck. So the motor is supposed to be pretty low miles, but it wasn't a work truck, so it's probably pretty hard miles. So we've got it up on the stand here. We're going to tear it apart and do the typical prep that I would normally do for a boost prepped motor. Just a junkyard build, new bearings. We're going to end up putting flat top pistons in this, gapping the ring gaps open, and replacing anything we find as we go that needs to be replaced. These are kind of a little bit of an unknown until you tear them apart. So we'll bust all the rod caps off, check out the bearings, get the front of the motor torn out, get it cleaned up, and see what we're working with. Alright, so we got all the pistons and rods out. Crank spins pretty nice. The mains feel good so far. We'll take a look at them. But typically on these, if the mains feel good and I don't have any big indication of spun rods, then I'm not going to mess with the main bearings. GM knows what they're doing. I'm not going to mess with it. So these have a little bit of wear. It looks like they didn't change the oil very much since some trash has gone through here, but nothing got hot. No spun bearings. A little bit of polishing will fix it up. The rod bearings all basically look the same. I'd probably throw them back together if I didn't already have a set of bearings, but I at least polish the crank up and throw a set of rod bearings in here. So we're going to flip it over, check out the cylinder walls, get it honed out and cleaned up now. So these bores all have a little bit of crosshatch left in them. Normal wear, no ridges, no rust. This is good. Whoever took this thing apart kept it oiled, so that's nice. I don't normally like buying motors that have been taken apart because typically people pressure wash them out and they sit full of water and rust the boards up. These all look really good. Quick ball hone, put a new finish in it to set the new rings, and it'll be good. So I'm going to pull the rest of the sensors out of here. We're going to wash this thing down. We're going to knock these bores with a dingleberry hone, ball hone, just to clean them up, give them something for the rings to surface on and hold some oil. Also going to clean up the lifter bores while we're here. Deck surfaces. So we got the bores cleaned up. Need to wash them out, see what they look like. Like I said, these bores looked really good to begin with, so it didn't take much just to knock the glaze off of them. Lifter bores, I just touched the top sides of them because they were fine anyways. I didn't want to knock any balls off into the galleys. I'm going to clean them out anyway. But all the bores look good. All the lifters look fine that came out of it. So we got to clean up deck surfaces, front cover, rear cover surfaces. Well, we'll do this after get it off the stand. Then we need to polish up the crank a little bit. Iron block, you can just take a wire wheel to these surfaces, cleans them right up. This thing has nasty composite water pump gaskets I need to scrape off of it and clean up as well. We got this thing pretty well cleaned up. Bores are looking much better than they were. Most of the grease is all taken care of. Front cover surface is cleaned up. Cleaned up the deck surfaces. We're probably still going to flat sand these with a piece of glass or granite. And I still need to polish the crank up, as well as pull out the oil pressure sensor and shoot out the rest of the galleys. But if you're ever going to wash one of these motors down like this, make sure that you oil everything down as far as the bores. You lift the bores, the crank surfaces afterwards, so you don't get any surface rust on there. But this thing cleaned up pretty good. Need to get the head surfaces cleaned up, like I said, and start putting it back together. So we're just gonna shoot some PB blaster on here right now. Get this thing all oiled back up. Too bad PB Blaster doesn't want to send us any free stuff.
Yeah, something that actually use. Yeah, you want to make a super clean video? It doesn't work. That's the video.
No super clean here.
I wonder if Dick ever...
I think he was supposed to try to use it. I think he said he was going to start putting the motor together, so I'm not sure if he's done it already or not. It was terrible. All the surfaces on the decks are cleaned up. We're gonna go throw a set of cam bearings in here now. We just use regular old Durabonds. These are CH25, so these were the, I believe, the late model sizings, and these are the wider version. There's a couple different ones, but these are what I normally use. They're a little wider than the other ones, so each one of these is marked with a position number. You have 1 and 5, 2 and 4, and 3. So you got 1 and 5 at the front, 2 and 4, and then 3 in the middle. That's pretty important. And then you got to make sure that you line up the oil holes in the oil galley and the cam bearing tool. And I just put a little bit of grease on my cam bearing tool and line it up with air and drive it home. So we're gonna get these put in there.
Short block done for the 1 series.
Short block for the 1 series done.
How'd the dyno go with the 3 series?
We dynoed it, when was that? Friday night?
Friday.
We were supposed to go to the track, but it got rained out, so we threw it on the dyno to make sure the head gaskets were good, and we ended up making like 830. Breaking up a little up top, but we think it's just spark plugs. So motor seems healthy, so that's all good to go, so we'll be good for the track next time. Airbags. Did we take any video of the airbags?
I don't know, did y'all? That was you and Ben.
No,
I doubt y'all did.
So we got the new airbags, replaced the footballs in the 3 series done. So it'll be ready for the track next time. This Friday, if it's not snowing. It's forecasted to snow Friday morning.
I saw that.
So, but Cletus and Cars is the following weekend, so might just bring it.
Yeah, I gotta pick a weekend if we're gonna go to Cletus and Car. We don't really have anything besides 3
Yeah,
series.
the truck's not gonna be done.
Truck's
so
down.
Might as well take the So.
Did you film any of the Cerakote?
No, I didn't.
Mike Cerakoted tops of his new pistons, so
I don't know why, but I did.
he just felt like it. It's fine though. We can start ceramic coating all of our hot sides and stuff instead of paying out the ass to have it done somewhere.
This thing's about ready to go though. I got the oil pan. I gotta get the heads from Frank. Cams in it, lifters in it. I need to buy an LS3 intake, throttle body. I have a trans, I have a converter.
Got your oil pan and shit too.
I have the
don't you?
oil pan. I need a Holly. I need to buy the Holly. Fuel system. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch it. We get some injectors. Throw this thing together. This shouldn't take very long at all.
Floorboard is for storing stuff.
Biggest shelf in your car. First drive attempt. Hook the converter up?
I don't know.
Did you ever put converter bolts in it?
Converter bolts.
I look good on my side. You look good?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
We did it turn on the way out, so. Just have to hold her up a little bit.
Oh, you already got the other side?
Yeah, he was able to get to it. All right. Do whatever you want to do.
I need some light. Oh, I see one. So they're in there.
Oh,
I see one right here.
that's not a good sign. Yeah, they're in there.
Just peeking.
Fluid level. Do we have a? We don't have a dipstick here.
No, we don't. Let's see if we can
You don't know.
No fluid.
Yeah.
I feel no fluid.
Yeah, if you got Pinky all the way in there and didn't touch anything, she's empty.
Okay, well that's okay.
Thing is, we don't have any here.
I left the
Oh,
bottle.
this bitch is dry.
I left the whole.
Oh, it's
Gallon.
dry.
Yeah.
Anything you leave around here slowly gets used. There's some.
Got no brakes.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, reverse light. Gonna go make a loop in the. I was gonna say he can go make a loop in the little Woodrows.
Yeah.
Still hear some exhaust leaks.
Needs more transfer.
David's car runs and drives. Well, it's ran for a while, but now it moves.
Moved under his own power.
Finishing up this 5 Series, I guess. Track videos.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Track, and then the one. I want to do the one this month.
Ooh, he said he's gonna do it this month.
February.
I at least want to have it like running for 2K. I don't have to race it 2K, but I'd like.
I still think we should do a little meetup over here.
Yeah. Good. If Woodrow's is open, that'll be a good spot.
I think a bunch of the BMW guys.
I think
Trayson always come in.
broke.
No, that's broke. I don't know, Jen. Trayson's broke. Joel's.
Joel moved to California.
Yeah. No, we'll see.
All right, let's get out of here.